you're already there. Give me a second to make sure afterwards I'm saying about you. So, who have been attending our previous conference, you should remember Alexander as a CEO of CloEE, the monitoring solutions for industrial equipment. And last year the presentation was about this solution, but this year we have asked Alexander to make the presentation about how to say, online digital twin tools to lead generation. We do hope it will be useful for everyone who is proactively searching for customers and leads. So let's give a warm welcome to Alexander.
Thank you so much for the introductions, and it's a pleasure to be here for the second year. And I appreciate Andrew personally. So we thought to bring you something useful, and because I'm building partnerships all my career, and I'm doing sales all my career, I thought that to combine something that you can bring with you and maybe think about it will be practically useful for you, especially because we're talking about manufacturing, very complex B2B industry, and it takes a lot of time to make the leads, get the new business, and how you can use AI for that, how we are using AI. I will show our personal examples. Few words about myself. Basically, I'm CEO and the founder of CloEE. We named company CloEE. It stands for Cloud and OEE, but we don't only do the cloud, nevertheless. I think it's a good name. And myself, I'm Ukrainian. I'm alumni of the Aerospace University from Kiev. I'm living between Finland and Italy, so this is one of Venice where I spend most of the time. I also studied recently in Berkeley, United States, a Skynet acceleration program, and I studied quantum computing. 12 years in sales, 7 years in manufacturing role, 5 years in supply chain. Did a few projects with Japanese and American companies and others. I was at 200 factories. And I've seen a lot of bottlenecks and problems and how they use different digital technologies, Industry 4.0, why they came out of that. And basically, yeah, already we mentioned about CloEE. In a nutshell, we just capture data from the CNCs and show the KPIs, dashboards, what's going on. And we also build in like a tool like a ChatGPT that can easily answer in the chat what's going on with that. But I will not talk about CloEE right now. But you can see below CloEE and this glass and blue box. I will share a couple of examples of the projects I did. And the reason for that, because those projects are linked to the lead generation. So I helped the MDC Plus team from Finland to basically find a Hyundai and connect 92 CNC machines with 3 months, and they spent maybe 7 months, 8 months to negotiate on this project. I helped the Blue Box to do the kind of mass outreach and to find customers. This is a German company, to find customers all around the globe. And Syncline, one of the examples that basically responded on this email outreach, and they had a customer probably paying 10 to 20,000 as an outcome. And I helped the manufacturing company to save $1 million per year because their efficiency was, actual machining time was 45%, we increased it to 72%. So different ways how I help the companies to make money. How you can scale your sales with the current cutting-edge technology, because you're selling the cutting-edge technology, as we see. So how leads are usually generated? You know yourself. Fairs probably works the best, then the partnership channels like Dan explained, because you can have quite easily some leads, the referrals and word of mouth. But also there is like the cold chain email around 40%, 43%. And the thing is that a lot of companies nowadays offer the service, but frankly speaking, I've tested various of them, they don't know what they are doing because they don't understand the industrial landscape, for example, and you understand it even better. But the problem that for you, your focus is a bit different. At the same time, to do the sales is the most important part of it. So The service companies cost around 2,000–3,000 per month. They promise to make 50 leads, quality not guaranteed. There are independent consultancy players. Actually, we spent last year with one of the companies around 20,000, and we were unsatisfied. This is when I started digging up into this process myself as a team. And a few mistakes that we made. Usually, I mean, you work on your markets. You work in Italy, you work in Germany, in Turkey, United States, China, etc. You probably know your market, but frequently companies do not do the proper market segmentation, like who is actual buying person, what kind of company is really going to buy from you and why them. So know the right audience. You might have a lack of dedicated sales team, sometimes that happens, and you might not use the best of this cutting-edge technology that allows you to get the right results. And then there are a few more things like, okay, you don't send something personalized, or you don't kind of follow the buyer journey. Maybe you're doing all of this, but usually this is a common mistake. And then the last thing I'm always put in the CRM, because the reason why I got a lot of projects just because I'm following from A to Z the process, and sometimes people coming back after 2–3 years. You probably have the same experience. So anyway, so you have AI, you can do a lot of email outreaches, automations, etc., etc. So this is my real practical case. What can go wrong before I will tell you that there are a lot of fairy tales there. You can send 10,000 of emails. You can deliver 80% of that. You can get 30% that are going to click on those emails, but you can have reply rate like less than 1%. So, and it's going to take you 4 months of time, and probably one full-time employee doing that, and some money that I mentioned. And basically, you're going to get 46 leads, but you need to keep in mind conversion, and you need to keep the relationship with them. You don't have a guarantee that someone will buy for you. So how we solve them for our staff? Basically, what we decided to do. Our target base is manufacturing companies, mid-sized manufacturers. Where they are, where you can find them. Conferences where we can find some information about them. You can basically search yourself and create a database. And what kind of information do you need? You need to know, okay, the owners or management. You need to know head of the operations. You need to know some IT people. How you can gather all of that in order not to bring 5 people that will work for full-time on such assignments. I'm going to show you. And then how to access around 10,000 companies. So we combine multiple softwares, and using the generative AI, we basically train the software to give us the right data points. And what we do, so the first example, can I take 1 minute? The first example, we have a snapshot of the conference attendees. So we put it, this is a ChatGPT, but there are other software that we use. We put this snapshot, and the whole idea of that, you have several hundred companies. Instead of manually typing them down into the Excel, you can ask system, it's going to take you 1 minute to analyze it and just get the list. And it's important because how you can use it. For example, all of us attending at the conferences, if you always have a snapshot, you can combine with your CRM. Okay, with whom we already started talking 3 years ago, maybe someone new, so we can use this kind of systems already. You're going to spend 1 day, you're going to play with it, but it can give you practical value, because you can see, okay, I spoke with those people a few years back. All you need to have either Excels from the past or CRMs or the cards. But yeah, so you see it took 1 minute, and it started writing you the companies that they have. So I myself quite lazy, I will not do that. I mean, I need to spend 1 day and people calling me, etc. Some junior sales, okay, they're going to do this in a few hours, but the whole idea continues to train the model. You don't need people to spend a lot of time for that. So the next thing, so why is important? You have a domains, and then you can extract the relevant people from that. Sorry, done example, but if you want to see on real factors, I can show you afterwards. So you basically put the companies, you can use that list, and it will extract you the quite easily, again, a few minutes, maybe sometimes 10 minutes, several hundred companies. Also important, MVC Plus, there are various companies with the MVC Plus, so it's extracted precisely the right web page. So once you've extracted those domains, what next step you can do? You can find various data points. For example, doing the sales and doing the outreach, you can do a few ways, few layers. You can do the dummy outreach. Hey, we have a NC cutting-edge software covered in ABCD. Take a look, sign up for the webinar, whatever. You can send this thousands of emails or 500, whatever you want, if you want. Second thing, you can target precisely what people you're interested in. Maybe you have 10 companies. You know they have a relatively a good size for you as a business customer. You maybe haven't made anything with them, but you know particular speakers, and you know that if you will get a bit more information what their strategy visions, you can craft the right email that is gonna kind of hit the 10. And basically you can use these data points, validate email, find and use from LinkedIn, web pages, etc., summarizing them in one database. A few examples that again I can show you a bit more. So it's company names, you can find the most recent news, and it's all a software that is also powered with the generative AI. So you kind of always train the generative AI to find that and search multiple data sources. And it's available already. Don't take that much time to study. And then you can even, if you're curious to find some jobs, you can find if someone looking for the right job, etc., whatever you want. Right email, not right email. And what you can do, if you don't like to craft the emails yourself or create the stories, you can ask the system to do this for you. So this is a real manufacturing list, and you can easily kind of choose. There are a lot of tools that do that, but the whole idea that you combine in one database, and as Dan mentioned also, so more or less what they do, but on a smaller scale. You combine in one database a lot of data points, and then you just choose what audience makes sense to use. And again, dumb example for the sake of time, but you can play with it, you can ask the system what to highlight based on some information and things. So how much it costs? So 1500 to 2000, so 1,500 euros, say 2,000 euro or dollars per month, because you need to buy 5 separate email accounts, make sure that your major domain are put into the step. You have a monthly subscription for certain tools like Instantly or Apollo.io. This allows you to get the data on the emails and then send those emails. And you need an AI tool, like $500, to search those data points. What I encourage you, if you're interested in to do this, don't send a lot of spam to the people, because I'm, as the CEO, getting 20 emails per day with really strange offerings idea. People don't understand what we do. So make sure that you validate a lot before sending them. But the thing is how you can use it. You go into the fairs, you can mass send to the fair, to those who are at the fair, those emails say that you are at that booth, etc., etc. If you are targeting cluster of manufacturers that are located in one particular region, you can easily go through 50, 100 companies, you can find 300 emails, 400 emails, make sure they will learn about your product, you understand yourself the conversion, it's usually 10%, 10, 5, 7%. And the thing is that the consultancy providers, we can give them to you in a cost around 1,250 per month. You need 3 months, sometimes you need 6 months if you're really going deep and you see the value, but usually 3 months is to set it up. And you need one dedicated sales manager, so it's easy to maintain and to use it. Please keep in mind what cost of your one license you sell and how much money you're getting from those leads. And then on average you can get 10 to 40 leads. And then keep in mind the time to convert the lead into the real business. I will show you a few results. So it's my personal cases. This case I did less AI, more basically I generated in 3 months with 109 leads. I did manual research on the databases, but I got 400K pipeline, and from that 400K, less than 10% closed into the revenue, but the company we kind of work with, really spend maybe $3,000 in a 6 months plus. And actually the leads were quite interesting, like Johnson & Johnson's, big corporations. People responded because you crafted the right message for them with the right product. And then SprutCAM that I showed in the beginning, they made a press release. We popped up in the mailbox of the director in the time when they were considering to buy the system. Another example, using AI stuff, simplifying the time, basically out of 4,500 emails, reply rate 7% with 58 opportunities. So I think it's a good example. Think yourself how you can get 58 leads, how much time it's going to take for you. And if you're interested in, I can share with you a bit more. And I can even give you like some kind of free consultancy or advices what is needed to be done there. And we even spoke with Andrew and his partnership manager, so they were seeking the advices how they can find in a particular region kind of particular sets of the companies. So I walked them through this kind of process. I hope it was a bit useful for you and to share.
Alexander, yeah, even for me it's really helpful and useful. So this is your certificate. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And you said you can make a free presentation. Yeah, so I will be the first one. Okay. And I remind you that we will have a partner solution fairground tomorrow afternoon, so you can pick your materials, maybe your business cards today, and you will be able to discuss more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.